So what is the one skill that's helped me in life? Natural skill or what I've had to learn?
Let's do one of both.
Natural skill, something that was very important and that I've been able to play in everything is having good communication skills and not being afraid to talk to people and really kind of use that personality to be able to talk to somebody, whether it's an 84-year-old person at my grandmother's senior living facility, or maybe it's a 22-year-old who's fresh out of college. Like, have that personality in that range to go. So I always hear, like, the biggest fear that people have these days is public speaking. I always hear that, and it's like, there is absolutely nothing to be afraid of because they feel the same way too. So you're in the same boat. Nobody likes public speaking unless you're a speaker. So that skill from I guess a God-given gift. My family always said, like, that's your gift, like your ability to have empathy and talk to people confidently is something. So that's where I would say the most important skill that I've had that's God-given. When it comes to another part of it, something that I've learned or had to kind of hone in on, I guess it would probably be. I would say going into detail about learning maybe a software, maybe the directions or the videos, the how-tos, where when I was younger, I kind of maybe skimmed the surface. But now I want to be able to have such knowledge on it. I want to go through everything from beginning to end and put the investment of my time in it. So then on the back end, when a conversation's going on, I am speaking very, very well on what it is. And I don't look like an idiot when a question is kind of asked to me. So the skill with that is creating that work ethic in regards to something that I wasn't really a fan of doing, and just making myself aware that it was very important to kind of take that action and how it could benefit me overall and make me a better professional and a better person.
Mm-hmm. So we kind of talked about this before. You mentioned just doing a lot of research when you're learning a new thing. Is there another kind of step to learning a new software, kind of a tip that helps you learn that quickly or effectively?
So it's funny when it comes to learning, you have to identify what works for you, and no matter what it is, it could be professionally or it could be personally. But I'll give a prime example: putting together the pool in my backyard when we grabbed one of those $300 ones from Walmart. It wasn't just reading the directions. I realized that I suck at reading the directions and following what screw goes where. I'm a visual person. I always have been. YouTube, in realizing that there's how-to videos on everything, changed my life on being able to grasp the concept. So in terms of a software, what I would do is schedule a demo. Every software, every platform offers request a demo. It's a one-on-one setup. Why wouldn't you do that for somebody who might not like going through the process, or somebody who is kind of against the details and doesn't have the time commitment? They're literally going to do it all for you in front of your face. So if you're a visual person, a demo is absolutely the way to go. And I learned so much more than what I even thought a platform or software might have been capable of. So not only do I take that demo area, but then I also just do your original research that allows you to skim the surface of what a platform's capabilities are. And then I take those questions into the demo. So then maybe I'm not getting lost for 3 hours trying to find answers, but I have the questions I need answered to be able to utilize it and utilize that platform correctly.
So you almost need to be kind of prepared to learn. Like, you need to come with questions. You're not just sitting there and letting the information wash over you.
No, because that's kind of where to take being in school. When everyone's back in school, you hate when a teacher talks and just talks. You sit there, you're daydreaming. You focus on doing something else. But when you have the mindset of going into a demo or a meeting or a conversation and you have questions, you internally, you're naturally being more engaged because you know you have a question that needs to be answered. So that also helps bring along that process of the commitment, even if you may not be that person who wants to pay attention or you have 10 other things going on. And maybe you kind of cross it off. Maybe a software or putting together something isn't the most important thing. Maybe there's somebody else better suited for it. If you can't find interest in something before doing it, unless you're like in the operations of a company or in a business, you're not going to be sourcing the software anyway. You're not going to have to worry about that stuff. But it is something that you should learn and take the time to be engaged with, especially if you work for a company that's just going to roll out a platform. Don't take, I can give a prime like setup for this. Don't take what your boss or your manager's word is from their demo, from how they're doing it when they're rolling out to the company, because they're going to send you an email with some bullet points and some details and say, hey, you could read this material. Book a demo of your own. Don't take somebody else's word for it, because honestly, how do you know if your manager or boss was even paying attention? You don't. So are you getting the most critical information that's going to allow you to do your job better with that software? So really kind of not taking other people's word for it is very important when wanting to learn something. So making yourself want to be engaged helps bring that process along.